time now for the Pair Channel Morning News on this Tuesday morning, July 14th, 2015. Good morning to you all this lovely Tuesday morning here, July 14th, 2015 here. You know, your news at 9:09 tops are here at 8:30 in the morning time on this Tuesday morning here is in Vienna, where an historical agreement Tuesday to limit Iran's nuclear program and in exchange for sanctions relief will ensure Iran has no possibility to achieve nuclear weapons breakout capabilities at least in the next decade. NASA says its new Horizon spacecraft completed a historic flyby by Pluto on Tuesday, making its closest pass over the small icy world at 7:49 a.m. A Harvard-educated lawyer and a former Marine has been accused and charged in a mysterious Gone Girl kidnapping case that the police had initially accused of a couple of staging. At London, oil prices dropped, pushing commodity-linked shares and currency lower on Tuesday after Iran and six world powers reached a historic nuclear deal expected to increase the supply of Iranian crude on world markets. The world's only exhibition game that will take place on Tuesday evening when the American League and the National League fight for an extra home game during the World Series. In Athens, Greece, Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras faced open revolt for some of his own ministers as they tried Tuesday to rally support for a financial rescue agreement that includes measures that will cause more economic pain for the Greeks. Enrique Peña Nieto was looking good as usual. His thick head of dark hair was smoothed back. His trim figure was packed in an elegant suit and tie, as El Chapo still could bury the rival who jailed him, Mexico's president said. At least 29 people were killed Tuesday in the San Pedro, the banks of the river in southern India, where huge crowds have gathered for the start of the once in a century religious festival. In Madrid, a 44-year-old French tourist died on Tuesday morning after being gored by a bullet at the festival in the Spanish town of Pedreguer in the eastern Mediterranean province of Alicante, municipal authority said. The mother and uncle of the 9-year-old boy who died after being beaten unconscious were charged Monday in connection with the death of Jack Kirby Garcia after police learned they were planning to head to the west coast, the Harrison Police Department said. The head of the Sergeant's Benevolent Association on Monday night in New York City slammed the city's record-breaking $5.9 billion settlement and with a family of police chokehold victim Eric Gardner in an obscene and shameful. In Boston, the son of the Boston police captain has been accused of plotting to detonate pressure cookie bombs in a Nevada university and to broadcast the killings of students live online and extremist acts aimed at support an Islamic State group. Missouri is scheduled to Tuesday to execute a man convicted of murder at 19-year-old where he encountered during a traffic accident in 2001. J.P. Morgan Chase said on Tuesday that the second quarter earned its growth 5% from a year ago as the bank reduced expenses. J.P. Morgan, the nation's largest bank, earned $6.3 billion or $1.54 a share, up from $6 billion or $1.46 its share a year ago. Wells Fargo Company said its second quarter profit slipped as the nation's fourth largest bank and assets continued to deal with lower interest rates that have helped low growth but hurt some measures by profitability. New Delhi. Deflationary trends continued the 8-month row for June when the wholesale price inflation slipped to larger due to cheaper vegetable and fuel prices. Johnson & Johnson on Tuesday boosted its earnings guidance for this year as results topped expectations in the second quarter.
Then more lead time sitting in link at 10% higher risk of cancer excluded breast instead of ovarian cancers in women, says the study led by Indian origin researcher.
Peter Tell News Time, 8:35. Time out for a sports report here in St. Andrews, Scotland. Expect to see Tiger Woods playing golf in a good long while. Retiring, he doesn't have his AARP card, so he's away from that, said Tiger Woods today at the Old Course over the 144 British Open beginning on Thursday. He took 1-0 win over Honduras on Monday means they will play in the knockout stages of the Gold Cup for the first time in their history. Cincinnati, Broncos walk up to gate A14 at Logan Airport 5:45 a.m. Monday morning night. Baseball had the backward and cup of coffee and one-handers. Broncos fits right in the All-Star game. Cincinnati, yes, gentlemen, for the Purple on a Southern Village, his 45-minute long public sermon Monday to try to force his way out his work just yet. Peter Joe News Time, 8:36 here on this Tuesday morning here. It is time now for Trevor Report here on this Tuesday morning here. First of all, looking at the stock market report, we can do the Trevor Report. Dow 79.67.68, SP 500 29.60, and Nasdaq 571.51. And now we're in the traffic here on this Tuesday morning here. First of all, down and 7 we're down here. 1 billion on the westbound side, so from downtown Newport to the Newport Bridge on the westbound side of Route 138 here. 95 of the stop outside got acted after Route 13 in Richmond down here, so expect some delays here. 95 on the northbound side, it is slow from Route 37 to work all the way out to Route 10 in Crescent here. And then 95 northbound hit the brakes again from Route 1 in Providence all the way to downtown Providence. 95 southbound side, it is slow from 126 in Providence all the way out to downtown Providence here. 195 on the westbound side, so from Seacock all the way out to downtown Providence. 146 southbound, it's all around Route 95 in downtown Providence here. 295 on the southbound side, so after Route 6 to Route 14 in Johnson. Route 99 on the northbound side, it is slow from 126 in Lincoln went down all the way out to Route 122 in Woonsocket here. 195 on the accident here around Route 24 to the accident on Route 24 to Route 195 Fall River. It's because there's a backup to the Fall River area. 24 northbound, so after Route 81 in Fall River all the way out to Route 195. 195 westbound, it's slow from 24 all the way out to the Bragg Bridge and 185 eastbound side, slow around before the Bragg Bridge and Fall River. So expect some delays if you're in the Fall River area here. 148 the southbound side, so also around Route 6 in New Bedford here. Out of the Cape Downs here. Cape Cod here. 28 on the southbound side, slow on the Family Stretch. Port Bridge to the southbound side, a little slow, but otherwise the Cape highways are looking good on 28 and 6 here. 95 on the northbound side, it is slow after the Ponson Street all the way out to Route 128 in Canton here. 24 on the northbound side, so from Route 139 is sorted all the way out to Route 128 in Canton here. And Route 3 on the northbound side, it's slow from 228 in Rockland all the way out to the Braintree Split here. 128 on the northbound side is slow from Braintree Split all the way out to Route 138 in Canton here. 129 on the southbound side, it is slow from Route 95 in Canton all the way out to Route 138 here. 129 on the northbound side, it's slow from University Avenue in Westwood all the way out to Route 20 in Waltham here. 120 on the southbound side, it's slow from Linfield all the way out to Reading and 128 southbound side, it's slow from Route 3 to Burlington all the way out to Waltham here. Mass back in the eastbound side, it is slow from Route 30 and Natick all the way out to the Braintree Split, and mass back to the westbound side, slow from Logan Airport all the way out to the Pooh Tunnel. Southeast express to the northbound side, it is backed up from the Braintree Split all the way out to Dorchester here. That's because Exodus at 128 from Route 129 Reddit. Another Exodus at Route 3 Burlington on 128. 128 again, another Exodus after Route for it Lexington and 93 to the southbound side. It is so from Route 3 to Wilmington all the way after the Zachem Bridge. Get an Exodus on the way up to the 11 connector from Route 93 to Boston here, so expect some delays here. Mass packet at Exodus after Route 3 to Natick, so expect some delays here. Southeast Expressway on the southbound side. It's so for the Dorchester stretch. 185 on the northbound side. It's so from Route 109 and Route 6 to the Milford all the way up to Route 85. Hit brakes again from after 85 and Hopkins all the way out to Route 9. And highways in Worcester are looking good here. 195 at the southbound side. It is slow from Route 111 in Harvard to before Route 20 in Marlboro here. And we got lots of accidents on 93 around Medford, so expect some delays around that area here. Route 3 in the southbound side, so for Route 128 in Burlington here. 93 to the southbound side. It's over Route 485. Head over all the way up to Route 62 in Wilmington here. Route 3 on the southbound side. It's over 485. And low all the way up to Billerica here. 95 on the northbound side. Route 1 to the southbound side. It's slow doing an extra around Route 95. And Denver's here. 95 is looking good from 120 to the New Hampshire border here. Up in New Hampshire here. Every turnpike slow around the Manchester Boston Airport Road here. Otherwise, 393 are looking good in the Granite State. 95. A little slower on Route 101 in Northampton, New Hampshire here. Otherwise, mate, the New Hampshire Turnpike is looking good from Seabrook all the way up to the Portsmouth here. Spalding Turnpike, it's looking good from Portsmouth all the way up to the Rochester here. And Interstate 95 here. It's on the main turnpike, it's looking from Kittery to Augusta via Portland here. All right, take a look at WTA alerts. Here, green line, B branch, Smith, moderate eastbound delays due to disabled train at 700 Road Station. Here, green line, E branch, Smith, moderate eastbound delays due to disabled train at
On the Khmer Rail,
It's looking good. And the ferries are smooth sailing here. Peter Channel News Time, 8:45 here on this Tuesday morning, July 14th, and it is 10:30 weather report here. For today, chance of showers, but thunderstorms also possible after 10 a.m. Punch Got about 82 degrees. South about 5 to 9 miles by chest rate is 40%. Tonight, chance of showers may after 11 p.m. Punch up to 2 a.m. wise. Most of the clouds got low about 66 degrees. Southward about 6 miles per coming comedy AD chest rate to the 30%. New pace about less than 7 inches possible. Wednesday, showers likely possible at thunderstorms 7 storms. Good as every rain. Clouds got about 81 degrees. Calm wind chest rate to the 70%. No rain for months between 1/4 and 1 inch possible. Wednesday night, scattered showers at thunderstorms. 7 storms. Good as every rain. Cloudy skies are going to become forecast sky low at 6 degrees. Northwest from about 5 to 7 miles by chest range of 30%. New person by my degrees. For Friday, Petrobog before 9 a.m. on west. Sunny skies are at 80 degrees. Friday night, Petrobog.
Sunrise, podcast, degrees south. Chance picture 30%. And for Monday, chance of showers, Pittsburgh, otherwise. Port says got how about 83 degrees, chance rate to the 30%. Not that with a humidity of 66%. It's podcast, guys. That's me for the Peter Channel. Modern news on this. Tuesday morning, July 14th, 2015, Peter's here. With good day, with good buzz, 2. I'll see you at 11 a.m. for 11 a.m. Have a good morning.